Hi everyone, this is for Tonies fans. Again, just to let people know I'm not affiliated with the company. I've just discovered a new feature that they're selling on the Tonie shop that is separate from the Tonie Box 2, Tonie Play kits. But I'm familiar with this new feature because the German Tonies company have had this feature for a long time on their shop, and it's really, really popular because it's a great feature. And I've noticed yesterday that the UK Tonies shop have now started doing this as well. And at the moment they've got a very limited selection because they're just giving it a try to see if people are interested. But sadly, I've not seen Tonies make any advertisement about this, and that's why I'm spreading awareness, because I really feel like people need to know about this and that it would become popular and that it would really help people get more out of their Tonies. So what on earth are you talking about, you ask? Well, if you go onto the Tonies shop and you tap on, there's like a drop-down selection of different categories that you can buy. So like Tonies, Tonie boxes, accessories, right at the bottom of that list, I think, is a new category called audio files. Click on that and you'll see a bunch of squares. At the moment, you mostly just see Peppa Pig squares, but there are some Today with Tonies and even a Lalalinos square. I'm just about to explain what those audio files are and what you do with them. Essentially, you can buy the audio file, and if you scroll down, it will show you Tonies that it is compatible with. For example, with all of the Peppa Pig audio file squares, all of them are compatible with, I believe, all Peppa Pig Tonies. I believe. You'll need to double check that. I think the best way to explain this is to explain how I did it. So I went on the audio files, I bought the Peppa Pig Travelling Stories audio file, and then after I had purchased that, I went onto my Tonies app, into the settings for my specific Peppa Pig Tonie, and then it enables me to switch the stories from the original stories to this Tonie to the stories that I've bought from that audio file. And the original stories that came with this Tonie are not lost. They are saved on the app, and that if you ever wish to switch back to the original stories in the future, it's literally just a matter of switching it back in the settings. The reason why that I believe it's so popular in Germany, and why I personally think it's such a good feature that needs to be used, is because if you have a child that loves a particular character but has gotten bored to listening to the same stories again and again and again, but doesn't want to get rid of the Tonie, and or they love the character but you can't afford to buy them a brand new Tonie of the same character, but your child is desperate for fresh audio content and new stories but of that particular character, buying audio files and putting it on Tonies that you already have means that you get a lot more out of your Tonies, and it means that you can change the stories as often as you want on the Tonie, which keeps it more interesting and helps stop the child from becoming bored. I hope I've explained this clearly enough, but if anybody doesn't understand what I'm saying or needs a visual demonstration, because I think it would let me do a screen recording on my device, so I could do that. Or if you have any questions or need any more in-depth detail about anything that I've said, please feel free to pop it in the comments. If people didn't know about it and didn't get to use it, and the Tonies shop would think, oh, it's not popular, we'll stop doing this, I think that would be such a shame, because it has a lot of potential, and like I keep saying, it's so popular in Germany, and it's popular for a reason, because it works so well. Like I said, I'm not affiliated with the company. I'm purely just spreading awareness because I personally think it's a fantastic feature that a lot of people would benefit from and would become very popular. Also, these audio files are like £5 each, so it's really easy to do, in my opinion. I hope this helps. Take care, bye bye.